Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to
MonsterMath15.
MonsterMath15. So today at school you said you had to write a math biography.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so we're going to do a little bit of a math biography. Tonight I thought it kind of sounds like a fun idea. We kind of look back on over the things. So what are some of the things over the years in math that you have found to be really interesting?
Higher dimensions and things you can do with three-dimensional art, like the 3D printing book that we got.
Okay, higher dimensions and 3D printing, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
So you found that to be really interesting. Okay. What are some things that you're really excited about learning in math? Like that you don't know now, but maybe you've heard about?
Trigonometry.
Oh yeah? Okay. Why? What makes you excited about trigonometry?
Well, isn't it like more advanced geometry?
Yeah, actually, that's a good way of looking at it. Trigonometry really gets into, well, actually, it's a funny thing. Actually, do you know what? Can you guess from the word what you study in trigonometry?
Triangles, or three vertices, but things of three.
Yeah, trigons. Have you ever heard that word before, trigon?
It's a triangle.
Yeah, it's a triangle. So trigonometry studies properties about triangles, and there's some really neat things in there. A couple of years probably till we really get into trigonometry. Unless you wanted to study it really excitedly, then we could do it after geometry. Anything else that you've heard about that you're really interested in studying?
Not really. We've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we have done a lot of stuff. So of the kind of oddball things that we've done, what's something that you look back and think is kind of one of the more interesting things?
Just creating the 120 cell.
The 120 cell? Okay. So that's sort of kind of in here, that's zone plus 120 cell. Okay. What's something in math that's like an unsolved problem that you have heard about and think is kind of neat?
The Collatz conjecture.
The Collatz conjecture? Okay. So do you remember what the Collatz conjecture says?
You start with a number. I think if it's odd, you subtract 3. Or...
Not quite. If it's odd, you multiply it by 3
Oh.
and add 1. That's if it's odd. And if it's even, what do you do?
Square it? Or... don't remember.
Divide by 2.
Oh. I'm backward.
Okay, so if we start with 5, what do we do next?
We go to 16.
Okay, which
We
goes
go
to
8.
8.
Then we go to 4, then 2, then 1.
And what does the Collatz conjecture say?
That
What's the conjecture?
everything will eventually go to 1.
Every number will eventually go to 1. But nobody knows if that's true or not. Yeah, that is kind of a neat one. Alright, last question, since we've talked about a lot of different things. What's something that you've learned in math that people are telling you is true that you do not believe to be true, or you question whether that could be true or not?
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is minus 1/12.
Okay.
The infinite series.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way out forever equals minus 1/12.
So I remember that we did the 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. I can kind of see how that could equal a half.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we just talked about that recently. 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus equals a half. So you sort of believe this.
Because it could either go 1 or 0, and then you're sort of in the middle.
Okay.
Because it's infinite.
Alright.
But this makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It really does not make a lot of sense for like 20 different reasons. But give me 2 reasons why this makes no sense.
It's a fraction, and you're adding integers.
Okay, that's one.
But I guess that's also here, but it's negative, and you're adding all positive numbers. And all the positive numbers get really big.
Yeah. Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, cool. Good job, man. It's a neat little math biography.